going on, y'all? It's your boy, my head back again for another motherfucker banger today. And oh shit, hold on. Wrong video. Let's rewind that. Today is Monday reaction, and today we are going to be reacting to a little something different. Swoozie. I watched Swoozie. I haven't watched him since I think it's been like 2-3 years since I watched him. Like, I used to watch him, but I don't like to watch him like a lot. So I think this video came out a year ago, made 3.6 million views. Damn, it must be a good ass one, because it is, I think, a little cartoon. Because I seen these little cartoon, like, story time type videos that he's been doing, like, here and there. But this one is that I'm gonna react to is about what a toxic relationship looks like. Toxic relationship signs. And I was like, you know, let me go ahead and react to this, because I mean, I've talked about this type of subject, because let's be honest, I've been in a toxic relationship, so I know like 2 toxic relationships in different forms. So I kind of understand this type of subject. But then again, there are different types of toxic signs, though. There are small, mild, and then there's extreme, and then there's almost toxic, as in abuse, physically, mentally, emotionally. So I'm just trying to see like what type of toxic is he talking about, because I might be talking about a different type of toxic. Like, if y'all know, y'all know. If you haven't seen my videos about like my exes and shit like that, go check them out. Yeah, just go check them out. If you know, you know. If you don't, you know. It is what it is. If you've been in a toxic relationship, please comment down below and tell me how you guys overcome that shit. Comment down below. If you haven't, well, kudos to you, but you know, hey, that you're trying to stay out of it. So I guess kudos to you. But either way, we're gonna watch this video, and now.
Let's talk about toxic relationships. A few months ago, we talked about toxic friends. Let's talk about toxic boyfriends, toxic girlfriends. When you're in situations, things get a little foggy.
Friends ones, I know for a fact.
The person that you're with, they lie a lot. You kind of have trust issues because of them, and they get overly upset over things. You're in a constant state of stress, and you always feel like you're walking on eggshells. Here's one that I've seen a lot of times with my lady friends. They're dating some dude, and that dude's always telling them, if you break up with me, you're never gonna find anybody better than me. What's crazy too is that becomes my female friend's internal dialogue. Like, I'll hear them start to say, like, if I break up with him, I'll never find anybody better than. No, that's toxic. Toxic relationships don't just exist in boyfriend-girlfriend. They even exist in the friends with benefits situation. Sis, if he shames you for entertaining any other options, meanwhile Nalowski, he's out entertaining everybody? Toxic. Here's one that I've seen with a few of my guy friends who are dating toxic girls. The girl will say, you either pick me or your family. I wish a girl would tell me to pick my family or her. Another tell is if you start making excuses to like justify their toxic behavior, because what happens is you start dating somebody toxic and then you start avoiding your friends and family, so you don't have to explain their toxic behavior to your friends and family when you see them.
That's fucked up.
Let me tell you all a quick little story. Proceeds to tell a 15-minute story. One day I'm on Xbox and I'm replying to messages, and I open one and I see this girl on here, and this girl was fine. Hey, just discovered you today. You're handsome AF. Let's be friends. First thing that runs through my head, you a catfish. Cause ain't no way you this fine trying to talk to little old me. The gaming community is 90% dudes, so you know. So whenever I see a pretty girl as your like default pick on Xbox, I just assume you're a 60-year-old dude named Bob, okay? That's just, there are a lot of trolls, okay? And don't get it twisted. I make friends with dudes
y'all gotta be careful
and females.
online.
I'm not one of those people on here only responding to females.
Niggas be scamming and catfishing and shit.
I have a quick question for you.
How
did we meet?
Women be scammers too.
Thank you, sir. All right, that's all. I won't take up any more of your time. Holler. You see? I don't discriminate. So let's just call this girl Ann. And before y'all go look into my Instagram, I have some friends that I follow named Ann. This is not them, all right? So I get this DM on Xbox from Ann. We start DMing back and forward. We exchange phone numbers. We start texting back and forward. Some of y'all might remember a few videos ago, I said I had this friend who drove an hour out of town, bought me a game, drove an hour back, sent me the game. This is that girl. I'm finally giving you that.
That's too what chick you know's gonna buy you a game thing?
I don't like none of those.
PS5.
I like these games. She don't like none of these. The other thing that was really cool about Anne was she plays competitively. Like she travels and competes in tournaments. So with all this going for her, as you can imagine, there's a long list of dudes who are simping hardcore parkour for this girl. We get to talking some more, and it turns out that Anne is single. So now I know something's wrong here, because ain't no way you out here looking this good, walking around single. And now we're texting.
Yeah, like what's the catch? Because that's too good to be true.
One thing I figured out about this girl is she has a huge heart. She's one of those people who just love to give. So about a year goes by, I'm on Instagram, I look at Anne's story, she's at a tournament. Right after, my boy's story comes on, and he's at the same tournament. So I text him, bro, there's this girl Anne who's at that tournament. Find her, tell me if she looks that good in person. Girls this cute, don't talk to me. So this is either a filter, or Photoshop, or MS Paint, or all three of them at the same time. He hits me back about 10 minutes later. Yeah, she's here. She is the center of attention. Every dude here is like simping hard over her. Now my decision is clear. Now I have to wife this girl. I'm still kind of, you know? He might have different tastes than me. Another year
that's
goes by,
good and everything, but
friends,
why is she single though? She
4
looks
years.
we're
just friends and we talk here and there.
What's the catch?
I just assume
that's too good to be true,
until
y'all.
one afternoon, I'm
chilling,
and I get this text from her. You'll never believe this, but I came to LA last minute. Do you still stay downtown? Text her back, yeah, I still stay downtown. So anybody that I meet from the internet, I don't let you come back to my house the first time I meet you. They can show you exactly what they want you to see online, but in person, they could be psychotic. Let's get some burgers at this place around the corner called The Counter.
Yeah,
security in my
that's
lobby,
smart.
So
don't ever have somebody that you just met online go to your motherfucking spot.
I'll suss her out.
Nah,
if she's crazy. I'll just be like,
we gonna meet around the corner at the motherfucking Arby's, motherfucking McDonald's, or the motherfucking Burger King.
I'm in the elevator.
We gonna meet around the corner somewhere, but we ain't gonna meet at my crib. Nah.
I get off the elevator and I walk into the lobby, and she's actually looking away from me. As I get close, she turns in slow motion. First of all, she's backlit, and she's wearing a Star Wars one-piece miniskirt, y'all. This girl actually looks better in real life than she does on Instagram, which is mind-blowing. So I walk up to her and I hug her, and I'm just so overwhelmed that I mouth the words, like, I'm not joking you when I tell you this. Like, when she couldn't see me and we were hugging and her head was right here and we were hugging, I literally mouthed the words, oh my God. Nobody saw me, but she was so fine, I had to. So I take her to the burger place and we're there and we're talking. This girl's body is crazy.
Damn.
This girl's face is gorgeous. And I'm sitting there trying to find something wrong. Even a tiny thing. Like, I'm looking at her hands like, okay, is her left thumb bigger than her right thumb? Please give me something. On top of that, she's a gamer. And on top of that, she's a really cool personality. We're walking back to my building, and I'm just like,
why is she single though?
I'll let her come up. But I'm texting my boy Bandy.
Why
is
she single?
I don't even know what to call him because I've never thought about what. He's just my accountability person. Anytime I'm about to do something even remotely reckless, I'm like, Bandit. I'm meeting this girl for the first time. I've known her for 4 years. She seems cool, but in case she's crazy, here's her first name, here's her last name, here's her Instagram, here's her Zanga, Tumblr, Club Penguin, all of it. If anything happens to me, send everybody. So we go back up to my condo, and instantly she's like, wine, now. And then this girl starts talking junk in Mario Kart. And then I suggest Tipsy Mario Kart. It's a drinking game where you put your wine or whatever your drink of preference is on the floor. You start racing each other, but you can't finish the race until you finish your drink. So wine leads to Tipsy Mario Kart. Tipsy Mario Kart leads to making out. And we make out a lot. So right about now, I imagine some of you guys are like, Swoozie, I thought you were telling us a story about a toxic relationship. Okay, we're almost there. She leaves, and the very next, I don't even think she waited till the next day. That night, she starts blowing me up, just getting super clingy. I'm not speaking for everybody, because some people like when the other person is obsessed with them. When you come on too strong and you're too clingy,
don't be like I don't like no woman that's like
watch their actions, gauge their vibe, try to match their
I
vibe. Like, let your intentions be known
when
they're here and you're way up here. Like, No, portion control. Here's a good example. All right, so here's the analogy I use. Pretend this is you with a big heart and all the love you have to give in a relationship. You notice that the bottle bottlenecks up here because when you pour it, if you pour everything here, just no. Yes, I want to know about your day. Yes, I want to text you, but portion control. So if this is all the love and everything you have to offer and your availability, when you pour it, it needs to bottleneck so it comes out in a nice portion. You're not playing games. You're just portion controlling. I hope I'm explaining this right because I say it to my friends, but I'm not
That's a
sure
different way to explain
to
this shit, but
properly.
I get
She
it.
backs
But
off for a little bit, and we don't talk
Okay.
for, I don't know, a month.
All right.
The next time we talk, she has a boyfriend. 2 months after they start dating, she moves in with this dude, like picks up her life, flies 4 states over, and moves in with this dude. 4 months after that, she gives me a call. Her and her boyfriend got into a fight, and he gave her a black eye.
Oh.
She says they got in an argument. He came at her. She ran. He started chasing her around the house. She ran into the bathroom. She slammed the door. As she was slamming the door, he kicked it into her face and gave her a black eye.
Damn.
So he didn't lay his hands on you. No, the door hit me. So I'm laying in my bed that night and I'm thinking to myself, humans don't have flat faces. To this day, I don't know if it was the door. If y'all know something that I don't know, please let me know in the comments, because from what I'm thinking, a door can't give you a black eye. If I'm wrong, please let me know. As a friend, I honestly don't know what to do here. I want to help, but I don't know how. So I just tell her, if you need anything at all, let me know. I will help you. 3 weeks later, she hits me up again.
It's a
So
tricky
his parents hate
situation.
me.
Because these are online
We
motherfuckers
live
you
in
dealing
his
with.
parents' house. Wait, so you moved from your house into his parents' house with him? Yes. And they hate you? Why? I'm not the same race as him, so his parents hate me. And it gets awkward because he's off at work for the whole day and I'm just stuck here with his parents and I just can't leave the room because they don't like me.
Yeah.
So we don't talk for a little while, maybe a month, maybe 2. This part gets a little gray as to how
That shit
much the
is-
window is.
This
He hits me
shit
up again.
gets,
He
it
cheated
gets
on me.
deep. Because there are motherfuckers that go through this shit too.
How did you find out? I had this gut feeling. I went through his phone. I saw that he was cheating on me. Word?
And why is she telling you this?
Can I come live with you for a month? I'll find a place and then I'll be out of your hair in
Oh,
30
yeah,
days.
no.
I'll cook
No,
for you.
that's
I will
why.
clean for you. There will never be a dirty dish in the sink. I'll do all
No.
your laundry. I'll fold all your clothes. Make sure your belly's always full. And then I'll get out of your hair in 30 days. And that sounded amazing. And me thinking back on how clean she got after the first day we hung out, I don't see a scenario where she's out of there on day 31. So I tell you,
Yeah.
let me sleep on this and I'll get back to you. In my shoes, what do y'all do? And when people do nice things for me, I don't forget. So you remember how she drove an hour, bought a game for me that was sold out everywhere, and then drove back and then mailed it? I'm remembering.
Okay, but she didn't have to
Now,
do
here's
that
what
though.
playing
I'm that
chess
type of nigga. Like
is all
I'm like,
about
hey, you
decisions.
can't nah.
Life is all about
Can't
decisions.
stay with me.
The
I
better
got
at
shit
chess,
going on
the better I
right
got at
now. I
making
can't.
life
No.
decisions.
I'm
So,
just telling you
using my
straight up.
chess brain,
That's
I
me.
slept on it and I came up with a great idea.
Because I ain't
Get it
not shit
back
by
and I
that
said,
game.
yo,
You did that by choice.
how about this? I'll buy you a plane ticket to LA.
that's
I
what
won't
you
let
do.
you stay here. You say you only need 30
That's
days
just
to get on your
that nigga
feet.
I am.
I will pay for your first month rent anywhere you want to stay. The good thing about LA right now is every apartment gives you the first month free. So if I pay for your first month,
The fuck?
you get it for free, and essentially your second month will be what I pay for. So you get 2 months
Shit, I need to move to
free
motherfucking LA.
anywhere you want to stay in LA. How does that sound?
But then again, I hear LA's expensive as hell, which they
She
are.
declines. She's not about it. They break up. She dumps him. They're living together, broken up. And I'm sure some of you guys have been in that situation, or you know somebody who's been in that situation. I can imagine it's not fun.
Nope.
That lasts for
Ain't been
maybe
there yet.
2 weeks, and
Don't
then she
plan on
calls
being
me.
there.
So we got back together. I'm gonna give him another chance, but we started talking, and he asked me if he and I broke up and never got back together, what guy would I want to be in a relationship with? And I said, your name. And once I said you, he said I have to unfollow you and block you, and we can't talk anymore.
Huh?
She's an adult. She can make her own decisions, so I don't fight it. I'm just like, Anne, this dude is chasing you down. You got a black eye. He's cheated on you. You take him back, and now he's telling you you can't talk to people? this dude is toxic. So she unfollows me on everything.
Yeah.
She blocks me on everything. She calls me the very next day and she's like, you know what? This is stupid. Like, I'm being stupid. I'm gonna just, to avoid problems,
I'm so confused. Who's the toxic one? She or him? Because it sounded like the boyfriend's more toxic than her.
So I'm just gonna change her name to Rachel in my phone.
Right now.
So we get to texting and talking just like how we were before we ever met. Like maybe once a week, if that. And then it gets to the point where we only text on her birthday. And for those of you who have friends that are in toxic relationships, you probably feel my struggle because you want to do something, but you know that if you somehow
I'm gonna get to that by the end.
you're just gonna crawl right back into it. You're an adult, so I can't tell you what to do. 2 of her birthdays go by where I text her and no response, and that's the only time that whole year that we text. It sucks that somebody who's so nice and has such a big heart has all this crap happening to her, and she's staying in that situation willingly, question mark? So her birthday comes around. On her birthday, I'm the one feeling sad. My boy calls me, we start talking. I'm just like, bro, I'm just gonna tell you the situation. So I tell him the same story I just told y'all. And then he says, oh, you didn't hear? They just got married.
That nigga fell back just like I did.
So I'm hoping all that toxicness stops.
We both were done like,
I
what?
don't know. Dude, literally, I don't know. I've been in a toxic relationship once or thrice, so I get it. But there's a line.
Yeah.
If you're in a toxic relationship, it's actually
and by the grace of God, thank God I got out of that toxic
can be
relationship.
fixed. The only problem is toxic people
God.
don't feel
God got me out
they're
there
the
for a
problem.
reason.
So until they want to fix the problem, no problems
like
are
I
gonna
got
get
you
fixed.
out of there.
And when I was in those situations, I don't know, I had this feeling that I couldn't leave, which is weird. If you're one of those people who aren't happy if they're single, you're not gonna be happy in a relationship. Get happy first, then get in a relationship.
Focus on your self-worth before trying to love somebody. Love yourself before you can love somebody else. Because if you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? If that makes sense.
These things are problems.
Know your self-worth.
Once you communicate that to them and they still don't do anything about it, deuces.
Yeah.
Snip, snip, done. Know your value.
Yes.
And add tax.
So basically, what I got was, like, as far as who was toxic in the video, the boyfriend was a toxic one. And she was just, I don't know if she liked Swoozie or what, but I guess she was like, she felt like she could talk to him because he was like easy to talk to and shit like that. But as far as like me, I've been in Swoozie's shoes. Like I see both sides. I've been in Swoozie's shoes and I've been in her shoes. But in my case, I was the male and my ex was the female. So in this case, my ex was the toxic one, and I was trying to make it work. So I've been in Swoozie's shoes because I have friends that have been in toxic relationships themselves. I had one that was so bad to the point where she fucking dropped out of school for the nigga, had a baby, had a miscarriage because of stressing over the nigga, because the nigga was just too toxic and abusing her mentally, emotionally, and physically. But it's like, we wanted to do something, but then again, if we did something, because me and my friends, like, me and my homie Omar, he was like, yo, just, hey, we need to go up to the motherfucking spot, because we knew where they lived at, and he was like, hey, we can go to the motherfucking spot, we can handle it, we can handle shit, we can check the nigga if we need to, and get your shit, get out. But then again, I had to tell him, like, nah, she has to want to, though. She has to want to. As much as we want to get her out of that situation, and as much as we want to fuck the nigga up for doing that to our motherfucking friend, at the end of the day, it's her motherfucking choice. She's a grown-ass motherfucking woman. And if we do all that all day, every day. But who's to say she could go back to him? And she has. She's gone back to him. Her family. Her relationship with her family was fucked for a minute. Because they were trying to get her out of there and she kept going back. That's why I'm saying, as much as we want to help our friends, they have to want that help. They have to want to get out of that situation. It's fucked up. It's unfortunate knowing that your friend is going through that. And trust me, it was unfortunate for us because it fucked with us. Because it was like, damn, like, do we really just sit here and let? I was like, hey, she has to want to get out. She has to want to get out. And I said to her, if you want to get out, call us. Wait till the motherfucker go to sleep, or no. Fuck, we ain't going to sleep. Wait till the motherfucker go to work. And we would pull up, get your shit, get your kid, and gone. Because she had a kid. She finally had a kid. Get your shit, get your kid, go. Block the motherfucker, get a motherfucking restraining order and all that shit. But she had to want to do that. But hey, then you have some that, like her, she ended up doing it on her own terms, without any help. Which is still good. Either way, she got out by the grace of God. But now she in another one. You know, it's just, yeah, it's a fucked up situation. Or hey, like I said, I've been in a toxic relationship with both my exes. I've told the stories before. I've told the stories. Those of y'all who have followed me ever since 2020, y'all know. I've done videos on that. So, y'all know what type of toxic relationship I've been in. My first ex, where it's like, I couldn't hang with my friends. Like he was saying, it got to the point where she couldn't hang with friends and shit like that because of her boyfriend and shit like that. That was me. I couldn't hang out with my motherfucking friends because she wanted me all to herself. She was a clinger. She was clingy as hell. And like I said, the relationship only lasted for 2 weeks because I was like, oh, fuck this shit. Because when I don't like, it's a clinger. And I found out real quick that she was a clinger. And that's one thing you don't want to get with. You don't want to get with a clinging ass nigga or a clinging ass bitch. You don't want that. They'll do the best they can to separate you from your family, from your friends, all that shit. And that's what was happening. And the crazy part about it is we had the same friends. We had the same motherfucking friends. We hung up within the same group. That's what kills the whole situation. She wasn't in no other group. She was in the same group as I was. And I don't even fuck with the rest of like there's girls in my group. I look at them as my sisters. I don't look at them like that. The only person I looked at like that was my ex. That was it. The rest of them, I don't look at them like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you and all that. You my girl and all that. No. I look at them as my motherfucking sisters. Just like I look at my homies as my motherfucking brothers. You know, our group was a family. Our group was more than just a group of friends. It was a family. Brothers and sisters type of shit. She didn't trust me. And she was clingy as hell. So that's why, and it was everything that she wanted to do. Like if we didn't, it wasn't about what I wanted. It was about what she wanted. And hey, it was one physical situation. But I didn't touch her. She hit me. Because she got pissed off and all that shit because she had tried to cheat on me with my used to be friend who I don't fuck with no more. The crazy motherfucker. Yeah, she tried to cheat on me with him, and I got pissed off at her. And then she tried to turn it around on me like it's my motherfucking fault. Like I wasn't giving her attention when I was damn near with her every motherfucking day. And it came out that she had feelings for him. But I was like, if you have feelings for that nigga, why do you go with him? Why did you say yes to me when I asked you out? If you weren't even feeling me like that to begin with. So that tells me that you were just using me to get to him. But hey, I was a pawn. Which was fucked up. And I got pissed off about it. She turned around on me. And then I was yelling at her. She was yelling at me. Next thing you know, she tried to swing on me and shit like that. And hit me right here on my motherfucking lip. Like, boom. I was like, and I had to restrain her. I was like, I just restrained her. I didn't hit her. I restrained her for trying to hit me anymore. You have those type of relationships turn into that. And I was like, oh no, fuck this shit. I'm not fucking with you like that no more. And I dealt with that motherfucker. But I ain't fuck with her like that no more. I don't even think we weren't even friends like that. We were just classmates. She was a tolerance type of person that I just tolerated to be around because she was friends with the group. So I just started to tolerate her. Same with my ex. Dated her for 2 years. Never met her parents. Well, her mom was passed away. So it was just her dad and brothers. Never met her folks. We never dated outside of school. She never met my folks. She was the troubled girl. She was always doing some shit at school, so that's why she was always being watched and shit. She couldn't go to a lot of events and everything. So it was a crazy ass situation. I was dumb in love with both of these women, that, you know, it just is like, it wasn't worth it. So that's why I haven't dated ever since then. I don't know. I guess I just been focusing on me. Like right now, I'm just focusing on me, focusing on my self-worth and everything. You gotta focus on yourself before you can love somebody else. Love yourself before you can love everybody else. That's the thing. That's the biggest key of this whole situation with relationships. Don't get in a relationship if you don't love yourself and you don't know your self-worth. I've just been focusing on myself. I've been trying to build myself up. Am I ready to get in a relationship? Yeah, I'm ready now. Like, if you would ask me 2 years ago, like back in like 2020, 2021, when I just got out, no, I would be. But now I'm open to being in a relationship. But as far as that online shit, I wouldn't do that shit online. Because online will get you in some shit. Because there be motherfuckers that be scamming and shit. Like, y'all, if y'all dating online, if y'all dating on Tinder, Facebook, Instagram, anything online dating wise, please be careful. Please be careful. And please don't be dating if you're under 18, please. Please, because motherfuckers lie about their age and say they're 17 or 16 when really they're 34. Please, don't. There are really motherfuckers that be on here trying to scam and shit and get all your information and stuff. And I was feeling Swoozie when he first met that chick, and she was like, hey, you still stay downtown and all that? Like, what's your address? He said, yeah, I still just stay downtown, but we can go around the corner and eat some burgers at this burger joint around the corner. Now, see, he better than me. I don't know if they went to his spot or her spot after. Honestly, it would have to take a couple days or a couple like meetups before we go to my spot. I gotta get to know you. I gotta see how you are when you mad. I gotta see all types of sides of you. Like, if I'm fucking with you like that, I gotta see all types of sides of you before I get your address, or if you get my address, or you meet my folks. Before we get into all that, let's just focus on me and you. Let me try to feel you out and see who you are as a person before I get all the way in like that. You know? That's the type I am. Because I've been through the shit and I know, hey, I'm not just gonna jump into any relationship. You gotta set that type of rule out there. And then if they be like, oh, I can't come over your spot, I just met you. We're talking, hey, it's not enough. You know, I'ma just keep it 100 with you. I don't just invite women to my house just to come to my house the first night I meet them. That's not the type of nigga I am. Because you could be a crazy ass bitch. You could be crazy now you know my address and now you be pumping up every day. Niggas be trying to fuck on the first night. And I don't do that. I wouldn't do that. Because you could be fucking a crazy ass motherfucker and then boom, they got your address and shit. Now they coming over here and stalking your ass. Now you gotta find somewhere else to live. Now you don't feel safe at your own motherfucking crib. Fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that. I gotta get to know you. Hey, call me corny or what? I don't give a fuck. You know, I can't just invite a chick to my house the first of the night. I don't give a fuck how fine you is. Fine and all that don't mean shit. If you a crazy ass bitch, you a crazy ass bitch. Said I ain't fucking with no crazy ass bitch. Bottom line is, y'all, please be careful. Just, yeah, try to stay away from toxic relationships. And if you start seeing signs of it, get out. Get out. Don't try to marry a motherfucker. Don't try to do all that shit. If the signs are clearly there, it clearly giving you signs that this is not the person you need to be with. Get out of that. And by the grace of God, I hope those of you guys out there that have been in toxic relationships, by the grace of God, I hope you guys got out. And those of you guys that are currently in it, I hope you guys get out and try to find a way to get out. I hope this video motivates somebody to get out if you are in it. I'm gonna wrap this motherfucking video up. Stay tuned for the next one. What I need y'all to do is I need y'all to like, I need y'all to comment, I need y'all to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications for all the motherfucking babies, and I shall see you in the next video. Deuces!